Hello and welcome to YouTube channel and my Facebook page. So today the topic of discussion will be based on which gender or folk is negatively affected when it comes to relationship breakup. So today in this discussion I'm joined by Gina, who is going to say something, her thoughts of this on this discussion. So welcome, Gina.
Thank you very much, Ernest.
Alright, it's actually a pleasure having you on this platform.
Yes, same goes for me.
Oh, alright. So, by the way, how are you faring with this corona issue here?
It has affected each and every person, I can say, because come to the economic wise, come to social, because we're observing social distance here, and also come to the way that we relate with our fellows out there, that there's some traditions that now have been removed and we're having
so now,
normal.
So now when it comes to like the topic we're going to do today, it's more based on relationship. So has this corona disturbed this relationship thing?
I can say it has, due to the fact that people are no longer like seeing each other the way they used to, and you're not doing it like the fun that used to be there, the handshakes, the hugs, and all those
stuff. The way
stuff.
you're talking, are you in a relationship?
No, I'm not.
Oh, wow, but you're saying as though you are in a relationship.
No, I'm too much of love movies.
Okay, that's good. So, like we said in my preamble, the topic of discussion today, it will be based on which folk or gender is negatively affected when it comes to relationship breakup. So what's your thought on that?
My thought on that is that each folk, like all the two folks that we have, the male and the female, they are highly affected. But when we look at the ones that are more affected, for me personally, I can say it's the male folk. Due to the fact that when we come to the female folk, you find that you go through a breakup, quite right, you're going to weep, you're going to do all those sorts of crazy things in order for you to forget what you're going through as at that moment. But you find that when another person comes and proposes to you, you want to move on very fast. That's for the female folk, because they want to make sure that the pain that they have goes away very quickly.
So now, are you saying that the gender which is more affected is the female folk?
The male folk.
The male folk.
Yes.
Well, but there is a study which says that the female are negatively affected. So what's your thought on that?
The study that is there also saw it that the female is more affected. This comes to the issue of, how can I put it, depression. When it comes to the issue of depression, they term the female to be more affected. But going down the study that they also discovered is that the male is highly affected to the fact that they rarely move on quickly.
Okay.
For the female, they move on very fast. For the male, they wait for time, and also they would like to preserve their pride. For you guys are too much of your ego. The way that the African society has brought up the male folk is different from the Eastern and also from the Western world. For the African, we are taught that males are not supposed to cry. So that they
have to be a man.
Yeah, you have to be a man. All the time you are the one who is just keeping that hurt in your heart. So you find that you rarely move on to the fact that you still have some things that are just battling you inside your heart. You want to let it go, but how can you let it go if the things are keeping on like happening? Then for the females, we're allowed to cry. It's a female, they say that we're the weak folk, we're also strong in our own way. So you go in your bedroom after that heartbreak, you cry, you weep, you do all sorts of things.
As you cry, are you trying to relieve that pain, like you want to move on or what? Or just the moment that you've lost that relationship, or what do you think about the crying? Is it a relief factor or what?
No, it's not. It just helps you to just to take it in, accept the fact that this guy has left you, he has dumped you, you are no longer with him, so it just helps you. But for you guys, that ego that comes in, my mom tells me that a man is not supposed to cry, my dad tells me that a man is not supposed to cry, you'll be there just like, your mood quite alright will not be stable, but come to the effects that it has. Crying helps to just relieve and make sure that you accept the pain.
Oh, okay, because I also saw some of the comments which were just running through, and one of the discussion which was saying that male folks, they are not negatively affected, but they fail to move on after that. And actually, there's also a problem, a medical condition, which they say post relationship grief, whereby they fail to cope up because of the past relationship they were in. So, what do you say on that?
The fact that they mentioned that yes, the male folk can't move on easily, it's the same thing that we have to say that's a condition on its own.
Okay.
And also come to the part where they say they are not negatively affected. The fact that they cannot move on, that's an effect.
So it's
they
an
are
effect.
negatively affected. Yes, for the female folk, you can use another guy to forget another one, unless it comes to true love, where you can't move on, you can't.
Okay, now we are saying on the basis of true love. Yes, true love.
Which is rare nowadays.
Oh, how is it rare? No,
it's rare
true.
due to the fact that everyone now is looking at, heck, who is this person that is going to help me move on in life? Am I going to go for the person who loves me or the person that I love the most? So you have to look on those basis. You find that the person maybe you love is not that stable when it comes to financially stable. Then the person who loves you is financially stable. So most of us, okay, personally, for me, I can go for the person who loves me and is financially stable. Because
you also count on financial stability or what?
Trust me, he loves you and there's money.
Okay, so now I'm also going to ask you on this, because you find that the male folk, when it comes to relationship, or maybe in another way, let me say that which folk now is easy to move on. Like if I say that today the relationship has now been done, then now it comes to we give time, which folk or gender easily gets into another relationship.
That depends with the gender that has made the decision to break it up. I can give an example. If you are in a relationship, then your girlfriend comes and says, I'm tired of this relationship, can we just put a stop to it? So you did not want to put a stop, you want it to continue. So that feeling that you are going to feel is the one that is going to determine whether you're going to move on or what. But for the person who has made the decision, they made the decision on the basis is that they have something in mind they want to do. Meaning maybe they have found another partner who they want to move on with, or they just have some ethics that can't allow them to continue with the relationship. So it comes with the part of which gender first made the approach. But the ones that easily move on are the female folks. Trust me on that.
Easily move on is the
Yes.
female folks. Okay, because on just a story, I have a friend who got to be disappointed by the girlfriend, got to be dumped. Then the guy was like, no, I think it will take time for me to date another guy. Is it not that a negative part on the male side when it comes to that breakup? Because even you, on the disappointing note, you're also dumping this other gender.
Yes, when it comes to that, we have to look at the fact that the males can also move on, but at what phase are they moving on? The same friend of yours says that it will take time for me to move on. He wants to make sure that he is going to erase those memories. Yes,
okay.
The space that is there. He wants to make sure that he fills in something in order for him to move on, in order for his next relationship to work. But when it comes to us, the female, we just rush in order for us to forget what we have left behind. But for the male, the first they move on is the first whereby they want to take time. Remember, what did I do wrong in that relationship? In order for them not to repeat the mistakes. You know, we learn by our mistakes, and our errors are not the ones that is going to determine where we are going. So if you are a person who is patient in terms of a heartbreak, you take time. You say, why did this person do this to me? And like you comparing yourself, maybe he has left me for that girl, maybe he has left me for that guy. No, just take time and say, what did I do wrong? quite alright, you're not going to have all the answers. You don't need to pose it on your ex-partner. What did I do wrong? Why did you leave me? Stuff like that. No, you just have to take time yourself, reflect on that relationship in order that the time that you want to move on, everything is in place. Even when a proposal comes, you know that, okay, this person that I'm going into this relationship or in this dating phase, this courtship that I want to get into after a heartbreak has occurred, you say, okay, it happened. I just have to move on. I realized that I cannot stay on the same friends all the time. I've realized that what I made a mistake is that I never gave the attention to my ex-partner. So I'm going to do everything in my power in order for me to stay in that relationship that I want to get in. So the phase that the person moves is what determines the negative effect that it comes to you as a person. For the male folk, you want to take time, you want to forget the person. As you move on, you want a clean and clear relationship. But for the female, we just want something that's going to replace what we had.
Yes. Okay, Gina, but you're saying as though you are an expert in this. Have you ever been involved in this breakup relationship?
No, as I stated earlier, it's just that I watch a lot of movies, and I'm also a fan of keeping up with the Kardashians. So I see how it moves on and everything, the Chloe life. I'm a fan of that.
All right, Gina, we may just end on this note, but what can you say on those folk, both the male and the female, when it comes to heartbroken relationship? What can you say? What can you encourage them?
First of all, you need to know that each and every note that is died out there starts with a beat, and that beat is going to be there. It's going to be a melody in your heart. But make sure that each and everything that you do, you just care for your health, because even heartbreaks have caused depression, high blood pressure, and also it has other social effects while the person becomes isolated. So you need to make sure that as you go through that heartbreak, you need to take time, reflect on your life, and say, when one door closes, yet another one is going to open. Thank you.
Alright, Gina, thank you very much for showing up on this platform. Hopefully we will have you on another day where we're going to discuss on another topic.
Thank you very much, Ernest.
Alright. Okay, thank you guys and thank you viewers. Today the topic of discussion was on which gender or folk is more negatively affected. So today I was joined by Gina, who just gave a thought on this. So this comes to the end of our discussion. Hoping you enjoyed, and please, you are free to comment on our Facebook page as well as on my YouTube channel. So from me, it's bye-bye.